Alright, so if it wasn't already obvious, I've made it to Florida here. It is about 4 days after I've made it to Florida. I was at a buddy's house for about 3 days trying to find a load. I was not able to find anything until finally. I actually found out the other day, but the guy was not really getting back to me. Finally, he got back to me. That one's going to be a fifth wheel. That's going to be coming out of New Smyrna Beach, Florida. And that's going to be going up to Yukon, Oklahoma, I think is where it is. So we're just waiting on the keys and updated registration to arrive in the mail for that. He's going to put them in the mail tomorrow. Hopefully they'll be there by Tuesday. Might not be till Wednesday. We'll see how things go. So in the meantime, I'm about halfway to New Smyrna Beach. I was down in Fort Lauderdale, or Pompano Beach area at the dealership. I had my truck serviced and all that good stuff. Got it vacuumed out and cleaned up and everything like that because it was pretty dirty after sitting down here for 2 to 2.5 weeks, I think it was. So I'm just at a love station here, just kind of chilling, waiting for time to pass. I did go through and fix my truck a little bit. I added a backup camera. I'll show you that here in just a second. And then I got everything vacuumed and detailed in here more than I've ever had a chance to. The dealership had a central vac that I could use over in the detail department, which that thing has amazing suction and sucked everything right up off the floor. So that was pretty nice and got the interior of the truck nice and clean. It's a little dirty on the floor again just because it's already been a couple days. And I stayed with my buddy for a couple days, but I can't stay there anymore. His parents will be home again, so they don't really want anybody there when they get home. And as much as that kind of sucks, I get it, you know, it's their house, so their rules, I can respect that. So back to the truck we are, but that's no big deal. It's nothing new anyway. It was nice for a few days to get to sleep on a couch and stuff and prolong how long I had until I would be in the truck again. It was nice to be home for a couple weeks there for Thanksgiving. I didn't intend to be home for that long. It's just kind of how things worked out with the snow and everything back there. I got some hours in there, so that was good. So obviously, like I said, I'm just going to be waiting on this shipment here. Hopefully that'll be ready to go soon. Oh, they said about a year or two ago it had brand new tires in it and the bearings are repacked and everything, so that should all be good to go. I'm going to double check it anyway, just to be on the safe side before I hook up to it. I can't remember what kind of fifth wheel it is offhand. You'll see it when I get there. But yeah, anyway, so tomorrow's agenda is going to be, while I wait for those keys to show up in the mail, I'm going to work on the truck some more. I got to get a pitman arm put on. I got to get the idler arm put on. And then I got to get 2 front shocks put in. Because when it was at the dealership, I knew something in the front end was loose. I've just never had a chance to really look and see what exactly was loose. So they checked it out and verified that, yes, the pitman arm has a lot of play in it. The idler arm has a lot of play in it. So when I go take those off tomorrow, I'll show you that. Maybe if I can get a decent video, we'll see. But yeah, they're pretty wore out, which I kind of knew when I got the truck that something in the front end was wore out. I just didn't know exactly what for sure. And I'm sure after the 30,000 miles I've put on the truck, it probably has not helped any. So it'll be good to get that changed out because the front tires are wearing on the outer edges and cupping a little bit anyway. So it's something that needed to be done, and it's obviously cold back home in Wisconsin. It's, you know, 0 degrees, 20 degrees, below zero, kind of around that range. Anywhere from 20 degrees Fahrenheit above down to 10, 20 below, depending on the day. So I figure while I'm down here and it's warm, I got some downtime. That's going to be on the project tomorrow. I'll probably roll that all into this video here and just kind of make it all into one. I know it's been a couple weeks since I've posted a video, and it took me a couple weeks to even get that other one edited from coming down here to Florida because there was so much I had to pack into that one and a lot of editing of cutting some stuff out and shortening other stuff up and waiting for it to render and all that stuff. So that one took a little while. I apologize for that, and I know it's going to be a while before this one finally gets released, but I'll get it out as soon as I can. Hopefully it won't be too long. I'm hoping by the time I get all the parts in tomorrow, if I get any of that on video, I can edit all this stuff together, throw it on, and we'll be on our way there. So anyway, yeah, I bought this radio for my truck a long while ago. It's the, I think it's a dual brand XDVD 276 BT. It's from Walmart. It's like $100 or whatever. You can play movies and stuff on it. Of course, the DVD player in mine doesn't work, so I might try to return it one of these days and see if they'll give me another one for warranty or whatever. I got to find the receipt though. But so I finally found a Walmart that actually had the like $12 or $14 backup camera in stock for it. I probably could have used any Amazon one, but I figured since I was down here and had time, it would be nice to get a similar brand or the same branded camera on with it, and then that way it's in stock. I could hook it up right away. I didn't have to wait, and more importantly, I didn't have to do it in the cold at home, so that was kind of nice. It was a little bit of a pain to try to run the wires and get it working right, but finally I got it to work right. It wasn't too bad to do. It's not wired exactly how I wanted to do it, but it is what it is, and it works. So yeah, we'll show you that. It's pretty decent quality here. Let me stop the video and flip the camera around. Alright, so here you can see the touchscreen radio. I just can go home. It's got all the other options, you know, disc, SD card, AV, USB, and Bluetooth, all that good stuff. So if you click the arrow, obviously you can go into settings and change all that stuff. But if you click on camera, and you can see it's actually pretty decent. So I've got it set up like this, so when I'm towing a trailer or anything behind me, I can have it on at all times while driving. If I want to check on something behind me, all I gotta do is, just like I showed you there, click the camera button. It'll open up like that. And then I also have it wired so that when I put the truck, in reverse, you'll see it comes on its own as well. And then as soon as I put the truck back in park or drive or whatever, it goes back to the radio screen and continues on with what it had. So it's a decent quality camera. I mean, I can't see lots of stuff on it. It's not super high quality, but I mean, it's a $12 camera, so it's not like it's supposed to be high quality. It gets blinded rather easily by headlights behind me at night, but I wouldn't expect much else for, once again, a $12 or $14 camera. The better ones might be a little better with that. I don't know. But anyway, I'm just going to sit around and wait. I might get some laundry done tonight because this love station actually has a washer and dryer there. It's $2.50 to wash and $2.50 to dry, so I might just go ahead and get the laundry done while I'm here. And I got some downtime. It's already midnight. It doesn't even feel like midnight. Back home it's 11 o'clock, so midnight is the time zone that I'm in right now. I did get myself some Pizza Hut. I got that, you know, sitting there waiting. I gotta eat that here before it gets cold, actually. But I wanted to do a quick video before I forgot or got too tired or whatever. But anyway, that's gonna be it for this part of the video. I don't know if there's gonna be more to the video or not tomorrow. We'll see how things go. This might even be the end of it right here. So whether it's gonna be in this video or not, or we'll see in the next video or whatever it is, then we'll see you when we see you here. Alright, so we're at the O'Reilly here. It's the next morning. I had an injector problem this morning. I started the truck and suddenly it started knocking like crazy. Sounds like something with injector group A, which might be like 2 and 7 or something. The driver's side front and passenger side rear. Sounds like it's the wiring harness, common on these things. So I did get it to stop after restarting it a few times. I wiggled the harness, it started doing it again, and then it went away again. So I think I'm going to pick up a new harness for that. AC Delco does make a new kit that plugs onto the injector, and then it's got 2 wires that come out with 2 crimp connectors, and you put new connectors onto the wire because they come out at a 90-degree angle, so they're good for going bad. So what we're going to do here anyway, we're going to worry about the injector thing later. I still might get the parts for it, but I'm going to worry about it later because it's $65 per connector. Even though it's just, you know, a little connector this big and that much wire, that's 65 bucks. But anyway, so we've got our pitman arm, idler arm, obviously some gloves. Normally I don't care, but I don't feel like getting too dirty today if I can help it, so I figured some gloves will help. You can see $209, and that was for pitman arm, idler arm, 2 front shocks. So we're gonna get working on that, see how things go, and yeah, we'll see you afterwards here. Okay, so I'm going to try to keep this short. The video's already kind of long. I think it's like 12 minutes or something. I don't know. Not that big a deal. But I know people like me rambling on can get boring. So anyway, I got the idler arm done, the pitman arm, both front shocks. I fixed the injector that had the bad harness. It was normally like $60-something for the injector harness. I was able to get them to bring the price down to $48 after tax, because Rock Auto had it for like $32, which was like half the price, and that was actually below O'Reilly's cost on it. So they're like, well, we can't go that low, but we can bring it down this much. Good enough for me. It saves me 15 bucks or whatever. And that's why they earn my business, because they'll do things like that. I get good customer service there, and they really work hard to do the price matching. It has to be the same brand and all that, same part number and everything for them to price match it, but they usually will honor the price match. And if they can't, because maybe the price is lower than even they can go, generally they will do their best to match it as close as they can. And for me, that's good enough. You know, if it saves me 10 bucks, 20 bucks, 50 bucks, whatever the part is and whatever they can save me, then I'll take the discount, even if it doesn't exactly match the price at the cheaper source, especially if they have it in stock or can get it same day and I don't have to wait. So they really earn my business with that kind of thing. So altogether, it was $209 for the 2 steering arms, the front shocks, and then a $10 box of gloves. So it was like $199 or $200 without the gloves. But I was trying to keep my hands a little cleaner, even though the gloves kept dripping. It helped a little bit. It was $48.86 for the harness, $5 for a hex bit because I didn't have the right size in any of my tool sets, surprisingly, and I probably have the correct one at home in my Snap-on set, because I only grabbed, I think, my metric set, and this was a standard, so it's whatever, $5, no big deal. And then it was $23 my cost at a shop account cost to get that steering gear or steering bearing replaced on the pinion shaft. One of my viewers, or one of you guys, told me in my first video with the Corvair that the rattling under the dash was actually from that bearing. So I did some research, and sure enough, that sounded like a very common problem on these trucks. It took me maybe an hour to get that switched in, give or take a little, because my phone kept ringing just like always. That's also why I missed some more video, and you pretty much only saw me get the idler arm replaced and nothing more, because it was hot out. I had to do a bunch of running in and out of the store to get tools and parts. My phone kept ringing and all these other interruptions, so finally I just said screw it and stopped videoing, because it was just getting to be too much of a pain. And the phone kept saying memory full again, so whatever. But we got it all done anyway. Truck drives better, sounds better, the steering is much better. There's a lot less play in it now. I went from probably like 4 or 5 inches worth of play in the steering down to around, I would bet, 1.5 inches, give or take. So I probably could still use a steering box at a later date, but those are around $400 or $300, give or take. So for now, that's gonna wait a little bit, but that'll at least really save on my tires, and then everything else is done, so that'll be nice. Until then, the oil was changed. That was another $97, so I've got like $400 and something into this truck in the last few days. But for the $1,000 I paid for it and the 30,000 miles I've put on it, I really cannot complain. That's good for this truck, especially now that I'm up to just shy of 305,000 miles. I'm at 304,997 right now, the way it sits. So I'm back at the truck stop. I did shower and change clothes and stuff because I was filthy after getting that project done, laying on the ground all day and stuff. So anyway, that's all I got for this one. Just a little bit of an update. It was just kind of some repair during the downtime here, so not a whole lot to see. But anyway, we'll get you updated here in the next couple days. Hopefully the keys for that fifth wheel show up tomorrow in the mail, and then if that's the case, next video will be starting tomorrow. Should take about a day and a half to get that delivered, and then obviously once I get that done, I'll get the video edited, get it uploaded as soon as I can. I'm trying to keep up on this stuff. I know it's been a couple weeks. It's been hard because I haven't been working the last couple weeks because I was at home, and then I was down here for a few days trying to get this load. So finally it's all working out. But anyway, I'm probably rambling on here, so I'm just going to get moving. And thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the road with the fifth wheel.